the type of girls like back in the days, like you walk in the room and you'd be like, smell like somebody was fucking in here. And what's crazy is I seen a video, I seen a video where she said her own he was thinking. Did you see that? I'm not making this up. If I made that up, that'd be like defamation of or some shit. Like like she said that.
In this industry, what you must understand is, you know, when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called like I was, had no idea that these people still live. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on.
Chilling, and he fucked with me. Everybody that was coming in the room, he was being nice, introducing me. He like, she's awesome, she's great. This Sexyy Red. It was fun. Drake fun. Yeah, he turned. And I used to be like, go take that girl. Yeah, of course. A nigga gonna choose me.
Right. I'm a fan.
So this what happened. He was in the car with her, and he like, I gotta use this. Bust my hooks. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
So what's a bust? What's bust?
Bust a jug.
Okay.
A play. I'm like, okay, go ahead, go hop in the car. So they got in a car accident. He left his phone in the car accident and left her at the scene because you know he can't be in the car. He can't get locked up.
Right.
So he left her.
Clearly
she went through his phone and saw a video of him eating my in the phone, and she posted it on the internet. Maybe up a photo twice.
Okay,
but
I mean that's the most
pretty common.
Yeah, very common.
This what happened. Me and my together, and we broke up because he was cheating on me. So then we broke up. Then I went and did me. Then he did him, and then we missed each other, came back together.
Something went right.
We both was like, "What the f is this smell?"
Oh shit!
I'm like, ugh, what's going on? So then we both went to the doctor. Yeah, went to the doctor together.
At the what was that? The elevator at the what's it called? The Freemason place we were at the temple.
Now why she feeling like?
And it was.
Stop! I think you're gonna want to hear this. Sexyy Red was on live and revealed to the world that she might have sold her soul.
It's time for me to just keep it 100 with y'all. Like, yes, they got me in this. I don't know. I can't get out of it. I'm getting too much money. I don't want to get out of it. That's what y'all wanted to hear. Now I'm saying it. They talk about stop playing. We just left this Hollywood party, baby. This Balenciaga party. Fuck with Balenciaga. Fuck with Lindsay. Lindsay cool. He cool. No, what it say? When you get your taxes, bring me Balenciaga. Bring me Balenciaga himself.
And this is the Balenciaga party she was talking about. People like Kim Kardashian, Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz. Where she says, thank you Balenciaga for inviting me to the fashion show. And we already know what Balenciaga be on. Problem is, people think these rappers be playing when they telling y'all the truth. Even down to look at what's on top of her head. People be thinking it's a game when it's right in front of your face. She be getting too much.
She's been blowing up lately. What do you think about her? People are kind of, you know, they have mixed feelings about her because of the things that she says, and you know, she's kind of extremely outspoken. You know, she came out and she said she caught chlamydia twice from the same guy, and you know, a lot of people are like, why are you saying these things out loud? And
Get your money, baby. Get your money. Get your money. Get all of it. Get your money. And go right to the clinic.
The internet doesn't just pick a story, it erupts over it. And that's exactly what happened when Orlando Brown suddenly went off script and dropped a series of claims that instantly sent social media into overdrive. Within hours, clips were circulating everywhere, timelines were flooded, and group chats were lighting up with one question. Did he really just say that? Because at the center of it all was Sexyy Red, and the accusations being tied to her were so wild, so unexpected, that even people who don't follow celebrity gossip found themselves pulled in. What made it hit even harder wasn't just the claims themselves, but how confidently they were delivered, like there was more behind the curtain waiting to be exposed. And before anyone could even process one part of the story, another clip would surface, another reaction would drop, and suddenly, this wasn't just gossip. It felt like a full-blown narrative unfolding in real time, with one particularly shocking allegation hanging in the air that nobody could quite confirm, but nobody could ignore either. And just like that, the conversation expanded, pulling in some of the biggest names in the industry. Fans immediately started bringing up Drake, pointing to moments from 2023 when he and Sexyy Red seemed unusually close. Photos, backstage appearances, even that viral post where he jokingly called her his rightful wife. People noticed the gifts too, the kind that don't exactly scream casual, luxury items, public shoutouts, and gestures that had fans raising eyebrows. Then came the whispers about Chief Keef and Boozy Badass, with social media users digging up old posts, connecting timelines, and asking whether there was more going on behind the scenes than anyone realized. Nothing was confirmed, but that didn't stop the speculation. If anything, it fueled it. The more people looked, the more coincidences they thought they were finding. But this is where things took a turn from casual gossip into something much messier. Screenshots started resurfacing, alleged DMs, old interviews, clips where certain comments suddenly hit differently in hindsight. People began revisiting things Sexyy Red herself had said publicly, analyzing them frame by frame, word by word, asking if there were hints hidden in plain sight. It wasn't about proving anything concrete, it was about the pattern. Why were certain stories lining up the way they were? Why did certain interactions suddenly feel more significant? And most importantly, why were so many people talking about the same things at the same time? The narrative wasn't being confirmed. It was being built, piece by piece, by the audience watching it unfold. That's when the internet did what it does best, turn into a full-blown investigation unit. Threads started popping up breaking down timelines, comparing appearances, and mapping out connections between artists. Some users claimed the industry had a history of pushing controversial figures into the spotlight for a reason, while others argued this was just another case of fame amplifying every rumor. There were theories about relationships overlapping, about certain career boosts happening at suspiciously perfect moments, even about how public personas are crafted to provoke reactions. None of it was verified, but that didn't slow anything down. In fact, it made people lean in even more. Because when a story has just enough pieces to feel real but not enough to fully confirm, that's when curiosity takes over. And hovering over all of this were the broader claims from Orlando Brown himself, claims that went far beyond individual celebrities and into the structure of the industry as a whole. According to him, there's a bigger system at play, one that influences careers, images, and even personal decisions. Now, to be clear, these are his statements, not established facts. But the way they were delivered added a completely different layer to the conversation. What started as gossip suddenly felt like it was brushing up against something deeper, something more unsettling. Whether people believed it or not, the shift was undeniable. This wasn't just about who dated who anymore, it was about why certain narratives exist in the first place. Naturally, the reactions have been all over the place. Some people are completely dismissing the entire situation, calling it another example of the internet running wild with unverified claims. Others aren't so quick to brush it off, pointing to Sexyy Red's already controversial public persona, her unapologetic openness, her headline-making moments, and the way she's built a brand that constantly keeps people talking. For some, that makes the rumors easier to believe. For others, it's exactly why they think she's being unfairly targeted. Either way, one thing is clear. People are invested. Because whether this turns out to be nothing more than viral chaos or something with real implications, it's already done what every major story aims to do. Capture attention, spark debate, and keep everyone watching to see what happens next. Just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any stranger, the internet hit that "wait, what?" moment, the kind that makes people rewind clips, double-check posts, and start questioning everything they thought they had figured out. Because beyond the rumors and alleged connections, people started pointing at the more unexpected details surrounding Sexyy Red herself, her branding choices, her interviews, even the way she presents certain topics so openly. There were clips resurfacing where she spoke candidly about her personal life in ways that some fans found refreshing, while others thought it only added more confusion to the narrative already building around her. Then came the business moves like product names and promotional angles that leaned heavily into shock value, leaving people split between calling it smart marketing or something that blurred the line a little too much. At the same time, older interviews began making the rounds again, with viewers dissecting her tone, her wording, even her body language, trying to figure out if there were hidden meanings or if it was all just being taken out of context. One viral clip would spark 1,000 new theories, and then another would come along and flip the conversation completely. And hovering in the background of all this were the earlier claims from Orlando Brown, which, true or not, seemed to give these moments a different kind of weight in the eyes of some viewers. Suddenly, things that once felt random or purely for entertainment were being re-examined as potential pieces of a bigger puzzle. Not proof, just fuel. And that's really where things stand now. A mix of viral moments, bold branding, resurfaced clips, and a wave of online speculation that keeps evolving by the day. Some people see a calculated persona designed to dominate headlines and stay unforgettable in a crowded industry. Others think there's more going on beneath the surface, something that hasn't fully come to light yet. And then there are those who believe this is exactly how modern fame works, loud, controversial, and constantly feeding the algorithm. So what do you think? Are people reading way too deep into this? Or is there something about all these coincidences that feels a little too aligned? Is this just clout and clever marketing playing out in real time? Or could there actually be a bigger story hiding behind the noise?